Hey everyone, it's Brandy and you're watching Abstract Crafter. Oh my god, look, another Amazon unboxing. Haha, this store, Wotion online, Wotion. I don't know. If you want to see what I got from Wotion, then just keep on watching and we'll get into that as soon as we roll the intro clip. Alright, well, let's do this. I just can't stop. I started ordering on Amazon for Project Amazon, and then I keep seeing good deals, and now that I've bought a bunch more keep popping up, and this one was actually on my wish list for a couple of months, and I finally decided to get it because when I initially put it in my wish list, it was like, I want to say $19.99. And then it dropped down to $15 something, and I thought that was a heck of a deal. And then it dropped down to $12 something, and then eventually it dropped down to $9.99, and it stayed there. So the reason I hesitated on this one, well, you'll see when I show you the picture, because it's, oh, sorry. We forgot to do the thing. Oh, but that kind of gives away the picture, but, so this is what, it was just a box inside of a bag, and I gave it away anyway, but, and the reason I finally decided to give in is because there were 2 reviews with pictures. One was a 1-star review, though, and one was a 5-star. Both complaining about drills. One ran out and one was dangerously close to running out. So I guess we will see. I guess, you know, I can't pick all 5 stars all the time. I can, but I don't want to. So this is a 40 by 30, and I might as well show you this, and then I'll insert a proper picture. It's very reminiscent of a Lisa Frank, and I actually that was the inspiration for putting it in my wish list until I actually found actual can't speak today, until I actually found Lisa Frank diamond paintings on AliExpress. But why don't I insert a picture here? Why don't I insert a picture here, and I'll also insert the listing that goes along with this. As you can see, the description has very little information to go on. It gives size in inches, but it does show the chart. So it came in, obviously, in a box, in a bag. So let's see. And they advertised it as a 15 by 75. Is a 15 by 75 by 11.81. So I don't know why they do that, because it actually is 40 by 29.997, so it's just shy of being 30. So I don't know why. It sounds better as a 40 by 30. And it's actually like 40.00, what did I write down? 7 or 3, I can't even read my own handwriting. So it's super close, and my god, I can't even get this tape open. Okay. So I thought we found so many good ones for Project Amazon, and I thought I would just piggyback off that. So here's what we're seeing as we open the box. We got our toolkit here, which is everything's, oh, it's just a really long bag. So just a very basic kit with a 9-placer, cheap tweezers, and generic stuff that we always get. We can see our diamonds down in there. Oh. And 2 more pens fell out, I guess, with 9-placers. Weird. Okay. I don't think anything else is going to fall out, but... Okay, so all we got left in there is our canvas, and it does have the opaque covering. This was advertised as a square, which is another reason I kind of wanted to get it, because during Project Amazon, we only found one that was a square, and this one was advertised. Oh, and look, it actually comes with an inventory sheet. So out of all the ones from the Project Amazon, none of them came with inventory sheets. So, and see, and it's interesting because it says 40 by 30 here, and it said 40 by 30 on the picture. So why they advertised it in inches is beyond me. Maybe they thought because of the American market. Who knows? But I do think that this is 50 colors for being such a small painting. But I'll count and let you know. Obviously, I'm going to have to do inventory off camera. I don't want to count out 50. Even if they were only one bag a piece, I don't want to count them out. And I was actually thinking that how beautiful of a picture would this be if everything was just normal diamonds, but the water, the parts that were water, were in crystal. I'm challenging diamond painting companies to come up with a combo one like that. I think that would be such a realistic representation of that. And I might reach out to a couple of sellers that I know that sell crystals and see if they'd be willing to do a custom for me in that way. Because I think that that would just be stunning. I think that it would just be absolutely the best of both worlds. So we'll look at the diamonds in a minute here. I want to take a look at our canvas first. And so it was kind of rolled inside of there, and I can see a big crease here, but that might go away once we lift that cover paper. Otherwise, everything else looks pretty standard. And so they're calling this Sea World. I just called it Dolphins on a Swim. So this looks like it was third-party seller. So Wotion looks like they got it from a company called Ant Tree. So I might have to do some research into Ant Tree and see what I can figure out from that. And I'm noticing right off the bat, we got a chart on both sides. I'm going to have to put there one cover paper on this guy. So again, I did pay $9.99 for this. I got this with Amazon Prime. So I don't remember exactly how many days it was. I'll get back to you on the shipping info, because I, for some weird reason, did not write it down. But the chart did look a little pixelated, as well as the pictures, but it also seemed clear enough that you could, it was pretty obvious what it was a picture of. So now that I got this open, I want to give you a close-up look at the pasting area. And everything looks really clear. It looks really good. It's even got like the, if you can see the heavier black lines, those little tiny squares, like, let's see if I can point it out. So I'll trace it. We got one there, right there, right there. And my light's actually right in the middle of the square now. Inside each one of those little squares is 100 beads. I know, it's hard to believe, but they are 10 by 10 little squares, so 100 beads go in each one of those little squares. I actually really love when they put those down, because my OCD just loves it. It goes crazy. It's so happy for a day. I can see a little bit of, like, puckering with the glue, tape, I should say, but it's nothing that's super, like, it's not like sticking up a ton, so I don't think it'll affect anything. And I know my sweatshirt keeps going in, and last time I wore it, I showed everybody, it's a big baggy sweatshirt, and it says, sweatpants, hair tied, chillin' with no makeup on. It's my favorite sweatshirt in the world. I bought it in like a double extra large so that I could just swim in it. And I absolutely love this sweatshirt, but I forget that I don't like wearing it on filming days because it constantly, because it's so baggy, floats into the camera. So I apologize. I keep trying to tuck it into my pants, but I don't want to stay there. Okay, so let's take a look at this side, and what I'll actually do from here is try to pull this as much of the way off so you can see the full picture. I just don't want to completely lose it. So, and then I'll lift this up to get the glare off for you. So there's the majority of the picture, and so as you can see even from the camera view, it's pretty good. The colors of the in the pictures that people posted on Amazon in the reviews looked really good too. So for a 30 by 40, I was pretty impressed, and of course seeing is believing, and like I'm addicted to color, so I just couldn't help myself. Plus the price was right. $10 is right up my alley. I'll probably most likely be taking a break from AliExpress for a little while as far as ordering. I have so many big paintings now, and I kind of like to do a couple of small ones in between a big painting, because you spend so much time with those big paintings that it doesn't really feel like you're accomplishing a whole lot, at least for me. And so I like to do a couple of small ones for that, like that sense of completion and that instant gratification of completing a painting. So let's measure this, and I don't have my new measuring tape. I have my old one that's really wonky, but I'm trying to grab it here, but we'll still go with it. I'm gonna measure. I can kind of see the picture through the paper, so that's what I'm gonna be going with. So we'll see what measurement they use. I'll be so bummed if they're using the entire canvas and not just the picture. Alright, so I'm going to lay that down, but then I'm going to flatten it because I do have a couple of bubbles still. And I am double checking here. I am right about 2 ticks away from the 40. So it is looking like it's picture size, and we're right on the 30 mark. So yeah, 30 by 40, and as accurate as their measurements are, since they advertise in inches, which is why I like to do this. And yes, it is hitting right at 15 3/4. And this one is hitting at 11 7/8, and it was advertised at 11.81. So very accurate. That's nice to know. I'm going to be trying to come up with a master list of companies that give you inventory sheets as well as measure by the picture or measure by the entire canvas. And I'll try to post that in my group. If you're not a member of that, you can always message me or get a hold of me on Instagram and let me know that you would like that. I haven't done it yet. It'll take me some time, but hang in there and I will get to it. So initially, I wasn't going to do this on camera, but it looks like they're all in a big line, so I don't think it'll be a problem to kind of run through the colors. We can do it very quickly. One thing I want to check for immediately is I want to know how many colors. I think there was 50. I think I was able to count to 50 when I checked the chart on Amazon, so I'm not 100% on that though. Maybe 40? So we got 20 on this one. Okay, so there's 40 colors, and I will verify that. I'm going to count this, and I'll come right back and we'll show you. I just don't want to count on camera, so in the meantime, I'll go grab the shipping information as well. So I'll see you in just a split second. Okay, friends, so after I double checked some information, I was right. Online, they do show this as 50 colors. I don't know the discrepancy in the colors, but it is very obvious. I counted it twice, so that's something that they should consider fixing. Also, I thought that there was a 1-star and a 5-star. It was a 4-star and a 1-star. So overall, 2.5-star rating. And shipping information, I ordered this the 18th. It shipped the next day on the 19th. I got it the 21st for a total of 4 days. Well, so ultimately, I don't really care that there's not 10 more colors, but that's what was advertised to me. So I am a little bit bummed about that. I will do some double checking, and I'll insert a clip here of the discrepancies, and I'll kind of show you, I'll do a screen record of the chart online and then comparing it to my chart. So I'll insert that right here. Okay, so here's the clip. So before I start, I just want to say, some of you are probably asking, well, why do I care? Really, I don't. It's curiosity. I have intense curiosity, but I found the differences. So I just want to I took some screenshots. So from 150 to 832, we're missing DMC 158, 310, 351, 413, 498, 550, 554, 725. Which I think some of those are pretty important colors. So then when we come over here, I know it's kind of hard to see. Oh, and my computer's dinging at me. There's just 2 colors missing from the bottom portion, and of course it's folded right where I want to show you. So 907 and 3801 are the ones that are missing. And I kind of looked in, let's see if I can click on that. And I was kind of scrolling through, because this is the chart online, like where, like comparing the symbols of those to where they fall in the picture. And I think they just cut out the ones that maybe only had like 10 or less, because I was having a hard time finding some of them. And like 554 is those purple dashes. Oops, oh no. Purple dashes right here. And that was the only place in the chart that I found them. So I don't think that it's gonna make that much of a difference whether or not they took those numbers out or not. But I said I'd let you know, so I'm letting you know. And again, it's not because I actually care that I'm missing 10 colors. It's because I have not only OCD, but intense curiosity, and I needed to know. So that's all, okay? You can get back to the rest of the video now. Thanks for hanging in there with me for 2.5 minutes while we look over some DMC charts. Okay, it's kind of weird because it's Brandy from the past, and I don't know what Brandy from the future is even going to say or did say in that clip you just watched. So it's an interesting concept. Let's run through these colors really quick. We won't go into a whole lot of detail. I'll just show them off to you. Let's see if we can get that to autofocus on our colors, and I'm going to try to turn my light away a little bit. Okay. So let's start with number 1. And I have not checked. Well, that's a pretty sea green, to see if like my colors are the colors that are on the chart, and I will do that in just a second here. So I mean, there is a lot of really nice colors. And here we come into the different blues. I love this blue. It's not really showing up, but this is like periwinkle. Oh, I love periwinkle. Okay. Yeah, there's that ugly poop green I don't like. It seems to appear in every picture. Okay, but it is a really good go-between between yellow and green, so I get why it's there. Alright, let's look at the next 20 colors. See, I like doing inventory this way. This is nice and easy. But these types of diamonds tend to be very staticky. And here are some of my favorite colors, these minty greens, and like these turquoise teal colors. Those will look really pretty in the water. More greens, more blues. Oh, in a rogue. Looks brown. Nope, that's like a maroon color. And we're going to get some pinks. And this is one of my favorite colors, DMC-wise. This is that 3756, where it's like white, but a hint of green in it. And I love this color. This is not doing justice. It's 3808. It's like a deep tealy color. I love it. Ooh. And there's like a gray-green, another blue, and finally ending with a tannish orange color. So I guess there's not a whole lot more to say on this. I'll probably go try to film that clip that I inserted already. I got some editing to do for Project Amazon. This is so much past or future brandy stuff. It's just kind of weird. And I don't even know why I just told all you guys that. I never tell you guys the behind the scenes stuff, but it's not like it's a big deal or anything anyway, but you know. Alright, I just want to get these folded up and put away so that we can get on to scoring. Stay diamonds. Okay. Alright, let's get into the scoring, shall we? Canvas condition, it is in very good shape. So 1 point for canvas condition. Canvas image based on first impression. So the chart looks, with the exception of the missing numbers, looks almost identical to what they do display online. So I kind of knew that, like, specifically this row of trees, in the actual picture, it's very clear palm trees. So I knew that that was going to be blurry. The stuff that's closer up here, like obviously the dolphins, the turtles, and the fish, in the completed picture that they had in the review, looked really good. But I knew going in, so I will not fault it on that, because my first impressions meet up with my expectations. So the 1 point, so 1 point for canvas image. 1 point for clarity of symbols. You saw that it was very clear. It appears that there's a complete bead inventory, so 1 point for that. Everything was included, and in fact they gave us 2 extra drill pens, so 1 point for that. The outside packaging, it was a box inside of a bag. So I mean, you really can't ask for more. I do find that weird that sometimes when you get the box like that, it'll be inside of another Amazon box, and sometimes it'll be inside of a shipper like that. And I've gotten this size in a box before, well, obviously in Project Amazon, and that those were in boxes, so I think it just depends on which warehouse that they're shipping out of. But that being said, 1 point, I'll give the 1 point for the outside packaging. The inside packaging was packed very nicely, so I'll give the 1 point for that. The shipping was at the absolute max, since I have Prime with free 2-day shipping. It arrived to me in 4 days. I knew that as soon as I placed my order, so it must have been a warehouse that was a little bit further away. 4 days is my max. Anything over that, and I will dock them. So 1 point for fast processing and shipping. And if you haven't kept up with my Amazon videos, I do hold them accountable for fast processing and shipping. Whereas if this was AliExpress, it would be the time it takes for me to place my order for them to ship it out of their warehouse. I should probably clarify the sentence a little bit better for that. But that's what that refers to with every other store. But because Amazon takes responsibility for shipping, that's why I include all of that for Amazon stores. And again, with Amazon orders, this one here with the 2 points changes to 1 point, and that other point goes into description accuracy. So 1 point for overall first impression. Am I happy with my order? Despite the missing information and the difference in number of drills, I am still really happy with it. I kind of try to think, would I order from them again? And I think I would, because they have a lot of very colorful canvases. So I will give it the 1 point for my overall first impression. Where they're going to lose some points, though, is this description accuracy. Because the chart they showed, I expect that to be the chart I get. My expectations might be a little bit high in comparison, but I feel like that's the reason that they're putting the chart in there, is so that you know what you're getting. And when they show 50 colors, I expect 50 colors. Not that I want 50 colors, honestly, because that's kind of a pain when it comes to putting these into kits. But, and I honestly don't think that more colors would make that much of a difference, but that's what I was advertised, and I did not get it. Also, I feel like the description itself was lacking a lot of information. I didn't know what to expect when this arrived. You know, on Amazon, there's a question and answer section in which prospective buyers can ask questions of people who have already bought, and one of the questions was something about round or square, and I do believe that somebody said it was round and other people were saying it was square. One of the reviews, in fact, said that it was advertised as a square, but they got rounds or some rounds. So I really had no idea what to expect, and that's not something I typically wouldn't even order when I see that kind of information, especially 2.5 stars. But I purposely ordered because it was 2.5 stars so that we could see if it was just lacking reviews or if it was really that bad. So as far as description accuracy, there's nothing to be that accurate on. So I'm going to take a 0.5 point away. I would take a whole point away, but they were very accurate in the size, and it did say in the actual title that it did call it SeaWorld, and it did say it was full square, full drill. So because some information was accurate, I will still give it a 0.5 point. And that still leaves the Wotion, I don't know why that's such a weird word to say, Wotion store, a 9.5 out of 10. I'm not going to say I recommend this just yet. I kind of want to go and I want to do this before I can say, because of the mixed reviews and both reviews making comments on the quantity of the diamonds. I want to wait on that. So right now I'm saying wait for more reviews, or if you don't care and you have a lot of backup, or if you just like what you see, I'm just saying be cautious in your purchase. You can, you do have a certain amount of time to return it if it's not up to your standard, even though it's kind of a pain to return things on Amazon. But, they do have it. It is there, so. But alright guys, 9.5 out of 10. I don't know how they managed to get it, honestly, but that's why this is unbiased. That's why I made this, to help me, because my gut instinct wants to be like 7 out of 10. And I have no real reason for that, other than that's what I want to say. But that's why I'm glad I have this guideline, because that prevents me from using my opinion when maybe it's not deserved. So, alright guys, with that, I will let you go. Have an awesome day. Have fun diamond painting. Have fun crafting. Have fun doing whatever it is that makes you happy. I love you, friends, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!